Alright everybody, so we are outside my garage for the first time in 2024. Finally got around to my first opener swap since it's a really nice day out. So, and I don't know why I decided to put all this crap in front of the door instead of over there where we don't have a car parked, but anyways, remote I have today. The Chamberlain logo's almost gone, but this is the 4186127-1 from February 2012. It's the remote that would have come with today's opener. So let's run this up and I'll show you what we got. Alright, so the first opener we got this year is the Chamberlain Whisper Drive Plus model HD900D. So this is one that I got a lot of requests for last year. I know specifically Garage Drive 59 has really been bugging me to put this one up. I meant to do this one last year and never got around to it, so I figured I should probably do this one first this year. So yeah, this thing does run very well. This one is the one that has the brand new motor in it. When I got this one, the gear was cracked, and since these have a lifetime motor warranty and Chamberlain is good at honoring their warranties, I was able to get a new motor for it. So this one, show you a little bit about it. By the way, I am using this on the one-piece T-rail. One thing I need to do this year is clean this rail off. You can see just, this little area here, how disgusting this rail is. Because this was like probably 5 years ago at this point when I was having issues with the belt squealing on the 8550. I decided to try to stop it. I was going to put grease on the whole rail, which was probably one of the dumbest things I've ever done. But anyways, so let's pull down this light lens here. So you can see this was made September 10th of 07. And this is where the battery goes. I'm using a battery from the B970. I think, if I remember correctly, I think 2007 was the first year they made these openers. It was 06 or 07, I can't remember. On the bottom here, you can see it's got the EverCharge logo. Let's go on the other side. This one does have the very long antenna. Let's screw this here so you can see a little better. You can see you got the LED batteries charging currently, and there's your programming buttons and all of your wiring. So yeah, for accessories, well, I'm using this remote, and then I have this smart panel. This is the button it would have come with. This cover is a little broken, but it doesn't matter. It's not gonna come off unless you really, I don't know, it's not gonna come off if you just use it normally, and I'm the only one that really uses this door at this point anyway, so I'm definitely not gonna break this. But this button, I actually had to take the board out of one of my spare 398 LMs to put in here, because this button, I used it a while ago. I never showed you, but I used this button a while ago on this opener when I had it set up off the rail, and everything on the button worked except for the button to run the door and the blue backlight for the LCD. But now this thing does work perfectly fine. All these buttons are on the side here. Obviously not ideal, but it works. So yeah, there's something else I was going to say and I forget. Here's the 8365. When I had this opener installed, I had the chain too tight on it, but thankfully this sprocket is perfectly fine on it. So, and here's one of the 893 LMs. I just had to steal the battery out of this one so I could use this remote. So I guess we'll go ahead and run this. Maybe as soon as this plane goes by, so you can actually hear the opener. And here's the linear, by the way. That thing's still doing great. Alright, let's step over here and run it. So yeah, I can hear it does run really well. It's got that nice soft stop growl to it. This one does whine a little bit more than I think it probably would have with, the original motor. if the original motor was brand new, but it still sounds good. I still like it. Let's run that up. Does have the high speed mode on the way up, but for some reason it is slow. This one is also slow in the glass, and I don't know why. Because, as I've said in the past, this glass panel really is not that heavy. So, yeah, you can see this button does work. Oops, as usual, run it from the side here again, like we always do. Maybe you can kind of see how, or maybe if it helps if I zoom in. See just how dirty that rail is. So I really need to clean that off. Maybe when I take this machine down, I'll do that. Other side's just as bad. This thing does look nice installed up there, though. Let's back up. Alright, so we'll give you a battery backup test. Unplug the machine. Like I said, this battery is from the B970. By the way, this case is a little scratched, of course, because it was a dumpster find. Alright, let's get you a battery test once we get you a back view, since I don't really do that very often. And we'll run it up. Door creaks. Oops, door creaks a little bit, but that's alright. Yeah, so since this one has a brand new motor in it, this is an opener I don't really want getting used too much, so I don't know how long I'll leave this up for. It's probably really going to depend on when I have time to swap it again, because I am still in school. It's only April, so opener swaps are pretty much going to be just when I have time. Alright, we'll give you a sensor and force test on this opener. This one does have a little bit of delay on flashing the lights when you trip the sensors. And then we'll give you a force test. That one does just shoot back up with no soft stop. And then it does have, or it should throw an error code here. Or maybe not, since the battery's charging. Let's see. Nah, it won't throw an error code, but yeah, that's the HD900D on the small door. So I'm gonna throw this remote in my van here. This is the 893LM that I was using for the 8365. So I'm just gonna put this on here. There we go. By the way, I'll show you on this. Let me pop the hood on this van here. I've never really shown this van before. This is a 2008. It's got a lot of, quite a few areas that have speed holes in it. Especially down here, it's bad. You can see I also have these minty tires. That's plenty of tread. That'll last me a while. Not really, but there. 4.0. This is the only Dodge Grand Caravan I've ever seen with the 4-liter V6. The other ones you could get an inline 4, and I think they had a 3.6 and 3.8 liter engines, but this is the only one I've ever seen with a 4.0. But this thing hasn't been to the shop for like 2, coming up on 3 months, which is a little unusual. But anyway, sorry to get a little off topic there, but alright, so yeah, that's the HD900D. Sorry for a super long video, but thanks for watching. See you guys later.